digs deep into the roots, while DEWA wants to go fast. They want to own the map. It's Leo and Mirko bringing you game 2 with DEWA United Esports at match point.
Whoa, interesting start to the game already. Flamesy getting caught very, very low. But back again to the drafts. I gotta give props to Icy Baby for the call out of the Ling, because
Terrence.
yes, it was Terrence, yes, for this brilliant call out, because again, the Ling really fits the composition, especially after that last pick Estes came through. The fact of the matter is, not only do they have a Ling to go and split, they also have a Claude that is known to do a little bit of split pushing himself.
Yep. Here, Wadu rotating quick into the mid lane, and Dixon obliges. Here we go, a contest for the Litho Wanderer. Where is it going? Detective confirms with a Litho Wanderer. Something else to note. The fact that this is a Ling gives more ways for DEWA United Esports to actually wreck the Cambodian Ube, right? Somebody to find the Estes in the back line, someone to compromise Zing and maybe pop off an early go away. So this is DEWA United Esports playing not just to the current metagame, but also to what their strengths are and to what CFU Gaming are presenting.
I think also for CFU Gaming, it's a good adaptation. Oh, Rice gonna be caught. Brazer's trap, but he flickers out of it. Still, should be first blood. It's Flamesy who picks it up with a fadeaway basic attack.
And yeah, no, you were saying.
Yeah. Going back at game number 1, it seems like CFU Gaming were grouping a whole lot. Maybe a little bit too much for that pick-off style composition. So I like the adaptations made, the adjustments made in game number 2. Heck, if the players want to group up, give them a composition that does well grouping up.
And again, even if the answers are present, even if DEWA United Esports have their way towards what CFU Gaming are presenting, sometimes comfort is enough, right? And here we see CFU picking up the first turtle with very little to respond with, except for an orange buff steal. That's a trade across the map.
DEWA United Esports, they understand what the win condition is in this game. They know that neutral objective control is just not built into them. With a Valentina and an Estes, with a Lapu and obviously a Fredrin, it's just going to be really hard for them to contest for any neutral objectives. Might as well look for a trade in the bottom side or just mirror the plays happening that CFU Gaming are proactively looking for.
Yep, we can expect for that to happen for the next maybe 6-7 minutes. It can go faster possibly if CFU Gaming don't push their Ube advantage, like every 3 or 4 man engage is still going to be advantageous for them, given the Valentina, given the Estes. But if DEWA United keep that up, eventually it'll be them calling the shots. It'll be them setting up these boxes. It'll be them saying where they can fight. And yeah, Wadu here, if they don't rotate out, could own the lane. And just the same, look, DEWA United understands now, we can't pick fights. We can't win this way.
I actually do want to talk a little bit about the battle spell that CFU just used to get out of that. Flicker is the choice. Very rare Claude Flicker game that we usually see the Sprint or even the Purify. PMI very aggressively CFU and forced to back away. Might be pinned down here. Doesn't have the Flicker. It's in for him already. But here in the mid lane, Thames of Blade is going to be there and the lockdown from the real world manipulation. Gets Lanaya, his first kill of the game. Meanwhile, down below, it's a good Guardian's Bulwark here. As Detective tries to look for Septiawan. Blazing Duet onto the back of Prazer's Rat, not doing work, but it's still Detective who finds the kill with the Retribution. Just picking up a kill and giving Zing a better time in lane.
Amazing use of range and space. Detective understood that even if he was threading the needle between Tier 1 and Tier 2 and there could have been a punish from Keys and Amin Rice, he knew that he had Septiawan. So this is Septiawan not being given any space. And yeah, we were talking about that flicker. I actually like it because there's really no catch. If Wadu finds you, flicker out. If Detective finds you, flicker out, BMI out, right? There's no real hold for you, so no reason for the Purify, not even the Sprint. So if Septiawan really wants to reposition, definitely picks up the flicker. Now Turtle, pulled over by Detective. Here comes Lanaya.
Oh, wow, he wins it. Lanaya just flies in Retribution and walks out. Now they're not last charged in. Dixon should fall. Oh, he cancels it too late. It's a flicker from Dixon to get out. Some of the Blades into the midst of it all right now, taking all 4 Blades. Now blast by Amin Rice on to 3. It's a full collapse for DEWA United. It's a double kill as another final slash comes through. Wadu forced to flicker out. But man, just one fight with the momentum instantly shifts forward.
And with that, DEWA United Esports now going to be calling the shots. Now they can start contesting. Nay, not even just contesting, just stealing straight up, much like what the Lion did. Neither of us expected that, but he did. That's how good this young man is. And what did that buy them? Well, check out what Dixon is building up so far. Dominance Ice. And then after that, for sure, on his way to a Thunderbolt. Wadu in trouble.
Lanaya looking for the solo. Gets it. Wow. Lanaya. First few minutes was to just get him rolling. And once he got those first few kills and the turtle steal, it seems like, again, yeah, he's doing really well. Berserker Fury as early as the 5th minute of the game.
Yep, on his way to a Corrosion Scythe. And looking at Septiawan, despite that early death, already has a DHS on his way to the Golden Staff. This is a very fast turnaround for DEWA United Esports. Now sitting at a comfortable 1,500 gold lead, 6 minutes in. Last turtle coming up in about 30 seconds. Away from the gold lane. So yeah, no, we can expect that these two teams will start propping up. And here you see, it's DEWA United first to the scene. And given the speed that Lanaya can move across the map compared to Detective, again, initiative on DEWA right now.
Defensive Bravest Fighter already used. Meanwhile, Dixon is still saving, holding on to that final slash. Now Blast, though, that's the big resource burnt out. Wadu should have his Bravest Fighter by the time Turtle gets contested if they want to go for it. And Lanaya knows exactly that. He knows that they have burnt a big resource, so he just goes and clears up the way. First setup for the Turtle.
Oh, this is dangerous, given that DEWA United are actually staggering their entry into the Turtle Pit. And they're pushing away Lanaya. Turtle here at a 5th of its health. That's a clear take for CFU.
Very easy take for CFU. Good setup by them. And DEWA United Esports with a very quick response as well. Understanding that the Turtle will not go their way. They instantly walk towards the bottom lane. But it's also a good response by CFU Gaming, who's now going to be able to lock down onto Dixon. Ooh. Has the stun. Gets out. Lanaya finishing up the Windtalker.
All right, so Lanaya this time around, prioritizes the Windtalker. Here's a big fight.
Oh, isolation there in the back. The Mount Blast, unable to charge onto anyone. Now with Septiawan baiting out the go-away. It should be a very good position for Lanaya to just collapse. A good stun onto Zing. It's a double for Lanaya, looking for a triple, but Amin Rice picks it up and takes the kill. Dixon now under the turret now. Flickers out from the Bravest Fighter. Final slash. And it should just be, DEWA United who wins out in the team fight.
Battlefield mobility is the name of the game. CFU Gaming's Cambodian Ube is a little too slow on the response. Yes, if they do plant themselves there and say, yeah, this is the fight we're taking, this is where it happens, they win. Yes, if it lasts a little longer, but no, if DEWA United is able to weave in and out, deal the damage where it matters, they walk away with a big win, much like this.
Yeah, weaving in and out. That is exactly what DEWA United Esports are utilizing with their very mobile composition. And I've been paying attention to the Melissa. Zing has not built boots, so no mobility. It's the complete opposite. They want to be planted in these team fight situations, and for Zing, it's not going to be good at all. There's a lot of CC, a lot of lockdown, and a lot of burst damage coming through from DEWA United Esports' composition that he really needs to get Windtalker or some sort of mobility. Just boots.
Yep, and that's the thing. DEWA United haven't even built Sea Halberd. So it's not like this planting yourself 5-man Cambodian Ube is a bad idea. It's just that DEWA United Esports know exactly how to deal with it. And there you go. They force a flicker out of Keys. Numinum Blast catches no one. So even on the defense, DEWA United Esports understands the concept of the bob and weave. They understand the importance of battlefield mobility. And I guess that's what put them in the situation. All of their flickers are out, and they played the map. They split it open much faster than Detective can respond. Oh, there's even a wave there. They left it. The long wave. The long lane is doing well.
Detective is forced to just walk up. The fact that they sent Detective down below was already a big mistake. Lanaya can afford to actually lose out on a few of these poking games because he has the mobility to just show up anytime he's needed. Septiawan taking Detective to half HP. Now the Lord is going to be resetted as, again, DEWA can play with that long lane. That far lane down below is building up so well. It's going to be slow pushing, and CFU, they're going to have to send one member, preferably just Wadu, down below.
Yep, this is one of the key things you have to consider when you're not only Lord dancing, but also, close. Septiawan took a few hits. But also, when you're building an Ube lineup, you want to make sure that at least one of them in your lineup is fast enough to go for the 4-in-1 so that you can set up these long Lord dances and respond when it matters. And yeah, between the 5 members of CFU Gaming, none of them are a Benedetta. None of them are a... who else walks really fast? They're usually XP laners, right? None of them are that.
Uranus, Yuzong.
There you go. See, because Lapu-Lapu has to walk. He has to save his mobility for when the battle starts. So that's what's causing CFU Gaming to be hesitant to take this dance. They're down 4,600, and here's a big fight.
Yeah, they know they're split up already. That's why they pull the trigger, but it's a one of the Brazers ran out of nowhere, finds Lanaya, who's unable to utilize the Temple of Blaze. Now the Banana Blast canceled out as well, but the Raven Spider anti-CC. Septiawan with the blazing duet to the back, deals so much damage, jumps back in. Will be able to take him out. Detective now jumping on Amin Rice. It's Keys still in the back, free hitting as the final slash connects, but it's not going to be enough as Zing has taken him down. Detective as well. 4-4-1, and the Lord went to CFU's favor.
And just like that, DEWA United Esports 6K gold lead has shrunken to 0. There's nothing that CFU Gaming left out a chance. That Lord Dance was set up beautifully, orchestrated well by the Kamai. I could not have thought that it would break out just like that in an instant. A snap of a finger, and suddenly it's Ube time. Oh, wow. I guess DEWA United Esports just held out too long. They hesitated to engage, and suddenly CFU Gaming, you know what? This is it. Let's go.
They just didn't play towards the winning lanes that they've already set up. The slow pushers down below and up top, they could have just waited. They could have played it disciplinedly, but CFU Gaming forced the pace. They had a Fredrin. They had all the sustain in the world, so they just kept on forcing, not letting DEWA reset the Lord.
Yep, nothing was given to DEWA there, because CFU Gaming even scored the Lord here. Now 1,000 gold ahead. Lord was taken care of there, but wait.
Oh, what? 3-man taunt, it's a 3-man stun, but it's into a 3-man final slash. Septiawan blazing duet onto the back. Dixon still able to survive, but the killing spree will be picked up there with Detective, as it is Lanaya who will fall. 1-4-2. DEWA, though, still able to defend.
Yep, but in the end, CFU Gaming still came out on top, 2-for-1. They took that tier 2 in mid, and Zing is still standing here. Flamesy as well.
Final flash. Zing is down. He got swept under a Brazer's Wrath. Dixon's won. He's won, Leo.
Just one. And what's scary here is the fact that DEWA United are also not giving up. So they understand that they're behind. They understand that they get punished. But just the same, CFU Gaming are not letting up. Usually you want to kind of reset and not cross the river, but look, CFU are still here.
Wow. Just wow. CFU Gaming, though, I feel like for both DEWA and CFU, it feels like for the mistakes that they made that gave their opponents a bit more of a chance to come back, it's kind of the same. Overstaying, over-committing. For Zing, he needs to understand that, again, he is a Melissa, very immobile, especially after utilizing that first skill.
And here's the thing. Zing doesn't even have the Husk Claws just yet. So even if you do press the Inspire, if you're blasted by DEWA, it's over. And look, DEWA setting up this deadly bush. It's all 5 of them. It's all 5 of them.
Maybe really quiet, see if you can know, but that's why. They didn't go for the Husk Claws.
All right.
Well, he wants to win the nature. He wants just
that one first. He's respecting the damage output. And that's step 1. There is some lifesteal in the Wind of Nature, but you still want to build up to that Husk Claw. We've seen this setup before. We've seen this situation literally earlier today, wherein the team would delay the inevitable just so that their Melissa is ready. But it looks like, oh, no, the Blitz. Look at this.
Okay, Lanaya is in position already. Dixon can final slash away. No, but a blast onto the back. Massive. Now it's going to be Amin Rice who's targeted down with real world manipulation from Keys, trying to disengage. Somehow, DEWA United were able to disengage with no members taken out.
That's right. But CFU Gaming, still so very clean, takes this Luminous Lord, and it's marching on through mid, all the while Anaya doing damage control, clearing the wave as much as he could before heading home. It's a 5-man defense against CFU with their Lord.
Okay, he's already used the real world inflation. There you go, see Halberd built up, but the base is wide open now. Garden's Bulwark, Septiawan in the back. Now even flickering onto Z, but he's going to be bursted down. Zing with a double kill. Base wide open. Lanaya is going for the base race, but CFU equalizes in game number 2.
DEWA United left wondering, how did that happen? We definitely had this game in the bag, but CFU claps back.